Hello and welcome to Chuck's Culture Channel, the place for lively interviews on the lively arts. And my guest today is clarinetist Dana Hotle, a founding member of the Chamber Project of St. Louis. Their 16th season runs from August 30th, 2023 to May of 2024. Check out their website in the video description field down here for more information. August 30th is a free outdoor concert at Schrader Park Amphitheater in Manchester, Missouri, which you can see right behind me here. But before we get to the interview, here's a bit of video. It's the Chamber Project of St. Louis featuring Dana Hotle in Mozart's Clarinet Quintet, recorded at the Sheldon Concert Hall in Grand Center here in St. Louis back in 2021. Okay, so there you have a sample of one of the many concert videos by the Chamber Project that you can find online. And here with me is clarinetist Dana Hotle, one of the founding members of the Chamber Project, as I said in my intro. Dana, hi, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we're glad to see your internet has improved. We're having some connection problems before we started.
It's melted.
We don't now. Right behind me, of course, as I said in the intro, is the place where you will be having your first concert of the season on August 30th. So tell us a little bit about what that concert will be like.
So this concert is going to be at the beautiful Schroeder Park, which you have the amphitheater pavilion in the picture behind you. And this is in Manchester, Missouri. It's like Manchester and 141 is kind of the closest bigger intersection if people aren't familiar with the park. It's a beautiful park. It's actually my home park. I can walk to it.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, it's been really fun to bring the music to my community and kind of ties it all together for me because a lot of classical music happens in the city limits. And
Yes,
so it's really nice to bring it out to the county. And it's a beautiful setting. And what you can't see is that there's this very natural basin that this pavilion is sitting in. You also can't tell that you can fit an entire symphonic band or orchestra under that pavilion, which is what it was behind for was to house an entire band. And so it's quite a big pavilion. And so we played last year at this pavilion and we sat right there. You can see there's like a concrete pad out in front. We sat there and faced into the grassy hill that is really beautiful. But we realized the pavilion's large enough and there's a bump out that we could sit sort of where these first picnic tables are and face
Oh
in
yeah, right
yeah, and
there.
yeah,
There,
yeah,
people
and
can
sit.
see
So
them.
we're gonna put the musicians sort of out where these picnic tables are that are you can't tell, but they're not under the pavilion. And then we're going to face in and have the audience seated under. The park is going to set up about 80 chairs. And the picnic tables will be off to the side so you can sit at those, or you can still sit on the lawn if you prefer. There's bathrooms, there's a big sidewalk to get to the parking lot. Like it's a really beautiful and accessible place to have an outdoor concert. And so we're
Mhm.
really excited about that, I think, because then the audience will look out at us and then they'll see this big, beautiful grass and the trees. And, it's like it's a really nice setting. So we're really excited. And the program will be some of our favorite music we know our audience loves to hear. And a couple pieces we've played on and off a lot through the years, some Florence Price and some Glazunov, a little Mozart. And then we're also going to be bringing in some of the composers that will be playing through the season. Not always the piece we're going to play, but we're going to sprinkle in some teasers for our upcoming season. And we're also playing a composer who's new to us, Kevin Day. We'll be
Oh,
playing
okay.
his pieces, and we've never played his music before. It's possible his music has never been played in St. Louis before. So we're excited to bring that. We always love to play a new
Yeah, I'm
composer.
gonna look at what's on the concert here on my side screen for a moment to
Yeah,
see. Yeah,
wonderful.
here we go. Viewing the event. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you've got right, Glazunov. You have a work with Jesse Montgomery, who we've heard quite a bit here in St. Louis.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And so that's a very short piece that we just found, and there's no recording. We've never heard it even, so we're going to hear it in rehearsal for the first time. Looks delightful. Everything she writes is great, and we'll be
Yeah,
playing another piece of hers in the spring. So we're showcasing her and Mason Bates' Life of Birds. We'll be
right.
playing just a
Who
selection.
was heard at Powell Hall recently. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great, and this is a piece we played quite a bit when we got started. So it's fun to bring it back for us. It's just delightful. We'll only play a little bit of it in the concert next week, but you can hear the whole thing in October. So
And I know you also have Stephanie Berg up here, who is again a Missouri-based composer.
yeah, so this is a piece that we commissioned. Uh,
Oh, okay.
we
Oh, yeah, it
premiered
says right
it.
there.
Yeah, we premiered it in our last concert of last season, which was at the St. Louis Art Museum, which was awesome concert. And she wrote it for bespoke for that program, and it's a beautiful piece. It's really a fantastic piece, so we were excited to be able to bring it out again at that concert and highlight our commissioning project, which is ongoing. And we have 2 new works that we have commissioned for this upcoming season by St. Louis composers, so we're excited about that project.
Well, you guys are doing really well then, if you can commission works
Yeah,
these days.
I
Good.
think it's I think we're up to 20 now with this year.
Okay.
19, 20 works that we've commissioned, which is pretty awesome.
Okay. And this is, of course, your 16th season, Sweet 16, I guess, so to
Sweet
speak.
16, yeah.
And one of the things that makes the chamber project stand out is that you perform in a lot of unconventional spaces that aren't normally thought of as spaces for, well, either classical music or music in general.
Yeah.
And I think your current season has examples of that.
Yes, it does. So we do a little of both. So we play at unconventional venues like at an amphitheater designed for a concert band at a park, and that has turned out to be really great. And we play, I mean, it's kind of fun because when you follow Chamber Project, you kind of get a little tour of St. Louis a little bit, because we go to a lot of different places and we love to collaborate with different organizations and bringing music into museums. And we have a fabulous collaboration with the public St. Louis County Library System, where we do our very open rehearsals with them. So you can, we try to take music to places people already go, the museums, and we play at Schlafly Tap Room every
Yes.
year.
Yes.
and love that. We used to play a lot in tap rooms, but then we got too big. We needed, they usually fit about 40 or 50 people, and now we
Yeah.
need twice that. So we've had to kind of just find places that are big enough. And then we also play at more traditional concert venues like the 560 Music Center.
Hmm.
And kind of an in between is the absolute favorite venue for everyone, which is the Chapel venue,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
near Forest Park. That's just a venue everybody loves. That venue, it's like our home space, and it
Hmm.
always sells out, and the audience is just like coming home to play music in that space. It's where we got started, so we play there. That's a fabulous venue. We have a venue I can't announce yet because
Okay.
the contract is yet to be signed, but it's coming, and that's part of the deal. But that's a very exciting venue coming up at the end of summer. So yeah, we're playing also at the World Chess Hall of Fame again this year. They have a beautiful concert series.
Yeah, they've done a lot of classical concerts there lately, I noticed.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they've been very well reviewed. So, what I think we're probably going to be wrapping up here in a bit because we talked about the season. The season runs through April of next year. Yes,
It will go through May. We
through
just
May.
have
I'm sorry.
last concert we can't announce yet for contract reasons, but it'll be coming next month. So we have 3 free events. We have these 2 free concerts outside. They're the same program in the park here behind you, and we're playing at the St. Louis Art Fair. I always called it the Clayton Art Fair, but apparently it's
Oh,
the St. Louis Art Fair
okay.
in Clayton. So we're playing there too with 107.3 is hosting us for that program, which will be on the main stage. We have a
Okay.
very rehearsal, which is free on September 13th. And then we kick off our real formal, not our form, we are never that formal on. That's one of our things. We're pretty casual. But our, indoor classical concert season begins in October, and then we'll run through May.
Yeah. I was going to ask what makes the Cabaret Project special, but I think we kind of already answered that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Repertoire and location. Uh, just last question, how did
Mhm.
this all get started? I mean, what was the impetus for this project 16 years ago?
Well, there were a group of us sitting around, friends, music. We were all musicians. We're all friends. And we started talking about music that we wanted to play. We were pretty fresh out of conservatory.
Mhm.
But we'd been out long enough to see that those opportunities weren't really there to play that music. And so we were like, well, let's put on a concert. Like having no idea what that really meant to put
Let's
on a
put on a
concert.
show. Yeah.
Kind of a lot of work, turns out. It's not that easy. But we had the skill set and the teamwork, and we did it. And we also, a big part of that is we knew we wanted to do concerts that weren't what we were seeing around us too.
Hmm.
A big part of that is representation, is that we want the music being played to represent our community.
Yeah.
Which means not just dead European white guys who, we love those guys, but we play them too. We're going to bring them along, but we really champion music written by people who've been historically underrepresented or
Hmm.
excluded from the concert stage. And we do it in a way that is very inviting to everyone. And we also include Beethoven and Brahms and Mozart. Like, they're our pals, we want them
Yeah.
along too. So that's kind of how we got started and how our mission grew. And, hyper local is our focus too, to
Yeah.
employ local musicians, commission local composers, to grow the arts scene. Is to be a part of a really vibrant scene means you have to pay local people to work.
Hmm. Well, in
Or they,
fact, I did
yeah,
a concert with you guys once
you
some
did.
years ago
It's fun. It was
as a
fun.
reciter.
Yeah.
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 And
That
it
was
was. You're a great group to work with, a fun group to see. Folks, if you want to know more about what the Chamber Project is doing, take a look down here. There we are at the video description field, where you will see links to everything you need about the Chamber Project of St. Louis. And please spread the word about Chuck's Culture Channel. Let everybody know you can see our videos, my videos, on YouTube. I've got everything that I've done since the beginning up there. So spread the word. I shouldn't say this would make us go viral. Uh, not the best word to use these days. And so tell your friends. Dana, thanks so much. I know you got a busy day today, so thanks for taking a few minutes to talk with me here.
Thank you. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.